You gotta go.
Oh. So it was an inside job then? Oh, they found him? Yeah, it's about to be on with that dude.
Oh, wow. You could definitely tell these were some amateur guys. Because they tore the car apart. Oh, they got everything. They took everything out of it. Look at this. Look at the back. This stuff was bolted in too. Horrible. This is gonna be a big ticket. I hope he has good insurance. Look at it. Look what they did to my baby. When Marcus finds out, he's gonna flip out. They took the rims. Whoever did this, definitely not gonna have any good karma.
This is Marcus Camby's Hummer. They gutted it. We had a full system in here. Touchscreen, headrest TVs, 15-inch flip-down TV, 3 amps, 2 subs, speakers in the doors. They broke all the door panels. The rims were taken off. It was left on cinder blocks. They took everything, wiped them out.
There's still all the stuff you can see, like the radio. But the radio is useless without the brain, which is neatly tucked away, which you got before under there. And there's another part that's called a DC to DC converter that sits back here that you can't even get it from Alpine. We can't even get it from Alpine. Alpine can't get it from Alpine. Alpine has to get it from someplace in Japan who makes it. So that radio they stole is useless. They can't do anything with it. So those guys, in for a rude awakening. They just don't know it yet.
Unique Autosport is the #1 car customizing shop in the East Coast. It's not just about auto designing anymore or customization. What we do is we do an auto fashion. We're a lifestyle. I mean, we do cars from, Busta Rhymes, Wyclef, Eminem, 50 Cent, LeVar Arrington, Yao Ming, Carmelo Anthony. Some of the mags that we've been in, XXL, Plush, Dub Magazine, Rides, Celebrity Car, you name it, we've done that. Dave, come back with that truck. I want to test drive it myself. I care about my family, my business, and that's that. You already know the situation with that car. I want to know how that car's riding. I want to test drive it myself. I told you to drive it or also let Remy also drive the car also. I'm a pain in the ass. I mean, if I'm sick or I have a bad day at work, I'm the most crankiest person you ever want to be around. What happened?
I take out to this dude's house.
Yeah, well, I told you a certain thing to do, man. I want to make sure not just you is driving it, man. Somebody else had to drive that car. So now I gotta take your word for it? How the this drives? Yo, Rem, I asked you to drive the car, man. Damn, man. That car's been sitting here for the whole weekend.
We've been talking about that car for the weekend. If you want me to handle in the back, then you gotta leave me alone because you're all over the place.
Yeah, people distracted me, bro.
People distracted me too, bro. Yeah, you did tell me to do that, but I'm doing everything right now. Haven't stopped since I've been in here this morning. So if that's the way it's gonna be, then you gotta leave me alone. You can't keep coming back here saying, changing up, do this, do that, and then everybody gets crazy.
I'm
Nobody
doing
knows what the
18
fuck's
things at one time.
So am I, bro. And so am I.
And you know what? That car is the most important car for the whole day today. Not the UPS, not Canby's, that white car that just got done. The guy paid for that job, and that's the most important car today. Basically. Life ain't perfect. This ain't Mary Poppins. This ain't no damn storybook tell. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what other families is doing. You know what I'm saying? This is my family.
Always things come up at the wrong times. Right now we gotta swap up an amplifier on a 50 cent Chrysler. Let's take a look. Yeah, there's 50s Chrysler that we built for them. Got the 22-inch Pirellis on it. You see that what's in the headrest, right? 50 cents here. Well, Darren's gotta swap the amp up right now for him.
You know, we're gonna put a 15-inch back up on top. You know, they got the headrest, so obviously I got the pieces. I ordered the pieces for that. You know, put the we're gonna put the touchscreen Alpine 7-inch in there. Headrest? Yeah. You know, D300, navigation, PlayStation.
They took all that?
Everything. You see what they did, bro? They freaking. You know how hard it must. They probably. I don't know. It's crazy.
This plastic is really hard to break. So for them to actually, they must like grab one like these are the bolts back here.
Yeah, and they didn't break that.
No. I don't see.
He had the rear tire carrier here too. They took that? Yeah, he had the extra rim on the back. I'm Remy from Unique Autosports. I'm the manager / head installer. I'm responsible for every single job that comes in and out of here. If it's not obvious, this is basically not just a job for me, it's like my passion. I love car audio, I love working with my hands, I love my tools, I love my toolbox, and I love car audio, the finished product down to listen to one of my favorite CDs, super duper loud in a car and blowing your head off.
You know, me and Remy have like that love and hate relationship, you know, just like basically when you're married, you know what I'm saying? Basically, I could curse him out, curse his mother, all of this stuff, and we'll work it out. You should have had somebody else do the dashboard. I didn't ask you to do it right this minute. Get the door ready and get the radio in, that's it.
The pressure is the worst thing about this shop. You know, Willie's making promises, and I gotta keep them basically because I gotta get the job done.
You gotta keep up with the pace. And let me tell you something, Remy's a fast running back. You gotta keep up with him, you know what I'm saying? And if you don't, it will show.
Yo, Chad, come on, let's push this thing. Shut that door, let's go, let's move this thing.
Remy's a pretty respectful guy. I mean, the first thing I said to Remy when I met him is like, I'm old enough to be your father, so don't call me grandpa and I won't call you kid, and I'm sure I got a lot to learn from you.
I didn't know he's gonna roll.
My relationship with Remy is like brothers. He's cool, he's down to earth, doesn't like yelling and screaming like other people we know. And at work, he's one of the best bosses I've ever had.
The one thing I like about coming into work is when I get to work with Remy, because again, we're on the same page.
We're on the same page, that's all that means.
See, Remy's a guy, he's very artistic. He's into the art thing. I respect that.
I basically come to this business as an artist, and instead of painting on canvases and stuff now, or walls, I basically use my mind to create these vehicles, and it's my new canvas.
I have to sometimes remind Remy that we work at a car shop. Like he feels, you know, he wants to be creative and, you know, do a custom job and spend 2-3 weeks on the car. Sure, who's paying for that though?
He's very passionate about his business, and I understand that you know it's his store. He owns it. He's the owner. I'm the heart of it and the artery, pumping the blood through it. But at the same time, I have to go home and take a break from that, and I have that option.
This place is insane to work for. It's crazy. It's the stress level here. It's out of this world.
I don't want to hear that, bro. I don't want to hear it, bro. Just get the car done. Just get the car done, Remy. That's it.
And If it was for Remy, I don't think I'll still be working.
The before and after, that was all gray. This is what it looks like. Okay, problem. The door panels that were on the old car, this is a 2004. The clips are different. The clips that we need in the garbage. You took them all off all the doors? Like all of them. Like every door. See?
Put them back. I said, let me take them off. You know, I might need them.
That was the best thing that you ever did right there. Daryl used his head for once, and he saved all the clips.
Whoa.
That's like, this right now is like a pot of gold. Yo! That guy's rocking.
That's been pulled up like that Ferrari.
This is Joe.
Good morning.
Let's take a look. Let's put you to work.
Who's that, the tailor? Oh my God.
We figure we get these things over here before Anthony Mason gets here because this is his product. We're not gonna tell him that they were a little too long though.
Oh, we're gonna have the stylist coming in soon. Haircuts on the spot.
Oh yeah, it feels much better, I reckon.
Shoe fitter.
Beautiful, baby.
Custom clothing.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Castro apparel.
Beautiful. Beautiful, baby. That's wonderful. Beautiful, baby. That's wonderful.
Isn't that fun?
What's up, baby?
Chilling. How me and Anthony hooked up was through a car dealership. He had bought a Hummer and he brought his Hummer to me. And what was really cool about the whole thing was that I wanted to get him to come out here if I could meet him because I'm into sports and into all of that, so I wanted to meet the guy personally anyway and do his car. But He came out here, basically, he was like, yo, well, I already know about the cars that you do and everything. That's all good, but what I came out here for was about my business, and that was the clothing apparel. You know, right now we're in discussions and doing a Unique Auto Sports actually in Atlanta, and me and Anthony are talking about that also.
Just like he was impressed with my business, I was very impressed with his business, the way they handle things, the turnaround time, and I was wondering because a vacancy came up due to some circumstances in Atlanta, you know, where it's already set up. So I came to him about an idea about a Unique Auto South, you know, or Deep South or whatever you want to call it.
I mean, that'll probably only fit him in his one arm, but that'll fit me. You know what I'm saying? You get the red and the black. You know what I'm saying? And the one.
We got all kinds of things going on in here today. But we'll get the console back in, we'll get all the TVs wired, the interior back in today, hopefully. So here we go. It's gonna be a busy day today.
What? I don't understand.
This TV's not hooked up.
Right now I gotta get these runs done for Marcus Banks from the Celtics. Has to be done by tomorrow.
I'm Dave, the rim and tire specialist. I just mount and balance rims, customize rims so it fits. I could put 28s on everything. I could put 28s on a Cutlass. I first got into this business when Will Castro moved in next door to me.
I known Dave since he's been a kid. You know, he's like a family member.
Will's like my uncle. He's like the uncle I never had, always looking out for me. If I need something, he's there. If he needs something, I'm always there.
It's a little hard because we're like almost family. So, you know, he might go home pissed off because I ride him a little harder than everybody else.
It's not the job is hard. Will's hard. Will's hard on all his employees.
You just said you didn't move anything. Now you said you moved everything over
Nothing
here.
over here.
It was somewhere around here. It was right around here. Now I can't find it.
I basically do all the running around, their pickups, dropping off cars, doing all the tires in between. I do everything.
He's definitely lazy. He was always lazy. His mom told me he was lazy. His father told me he's definitely a lazy type of dude. You know what I'm saying? He want to be a pretty boy Floyd.
I gotta look sexy for the ladies.
And basically, he can't be pretty boy Floyd because he's working on the dirtiest shop. He's working in the tire department.
People told me ever since I started working here, don't put up with this BS.
I don't want to hear that. This room got to be fixed today.
Just tell them how you feel. Tell them no when you have to say no. Tell them whatever's on your mind, just tell them. Don't hold nothing back. So you hold something back, he'll take advantage of it. So basically, we fight, we get over it the next day, the next hour. He hates me, I hate him. He loves me, I love him. It's like a love-hate relationship.
Dave is a store thug, and he'll be proud to say it. He wears those stupid beanie caps, whatever those things, those shiny bank robber hats, baggy pants, hanging off, boxer shorts showing.
Dave, he's a wannabe thug. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's thugs and there's wannabe thug. Dave's not a thug. He's a good guy. You know what I'm saying? He's really a good kid, so that's why he's here. You know what I'm saying? And that's why he's part of my family.
Test drive, see if Dave did a good job or not. Oh my. Oh, ran over a duck. Ooh, Chinese. Dwayne Robinson, number 63.
That's on the down low.
New York Jets, defensive tackle. Beast. I don't want to this car up.
We're working on the Red Hummer, which is Dwayne Robinson's. I actually have an electrical problem going on right now. You can't start the car without it shuts it off.
I'm gonna ask you to bring it up to $2 grand. We did this already though.
Yeah, we did this last week when this truck was here last week. Go ahead. The truck itself is saying that the battery is not charging. A very expensive machine here says it is. This alternator disconnected. This one is wired direct to this battery. It's got no outlet.
You two guys, handle that. He wants his truck back, so whatever we gotta do, we gotta do. The difference between a celebrity car and a regular client's car is, you know, the celebrity, of course, is a lot more demanding. You know, they're in a spotlight all the time. When they want something, they want it.
Alternator passed, 120 amps.
How are we gonna take it for a test drive? Okay, this is what we call a ported box. You don't see the port yet, but this is two 12-inch JLW7s, dual chamber. You're gonna have a port slot here, and here. Sounds a lot better like this. Get a lot more deep end, bass, whatever.
They did some wiring on the alternator, changed a bunch of wiring on the alternator. Some wasn't charging something right.
Will did the wheels, he took the spinners. I put the spinners on there down in Memphis. He did the interior, the radio system, the chroming, all this. He got it back to me in 6 days. He got it back pretty fast. Well, he's on my old school car for me. I got a 86 Oldsmobile up there. He's been working on for me for a while now. Hey, Will, I need my car, man. 16th, my birthday, I need it, dog.
See you soon, my man.
What's up, bro?
Have a good day.
All right.
A lot of times I'm carrying cars that are $400,000, $500,000, $600,000, $700,000, and it's no joke. What happens is you got knuckleheads on the road, and they stop in front of you. They really don't care if you have a trailer or not or whatever. And they think that you could stop just like a little Grand Prix, and that's not the case. So when you do have to hit the brakes, the cargo shifts, you know. And if you don't have it secure, well, guess what? Somebody's in trouble. The chances are it's going to be me.
Basically, 5 in the morning, we're gonna have Chicks and Dave drop off both vehicles for Marcus Banks. Make sure the wheels are wiped down before you get to the block. Make sure the rims is all wiped down, all right? Keep everything professional. He's a first-time customer. I don't want to go too crazy and easy, all right? I'll talk to you guys later. All right, later.
We're on our way to Boston to meet Marcus Banks for the Boston Celtics. I'm driving a 745 Li 2003. We basically just put a whole system in it because he just wanted an extra oomph in his system. Chicks is our trailer driver. He drives from New York to Cali to Denver. He drives all over the U.S. to pick up customers' cars, drop them off in our enclosed trailer.
Kind of a little bit nervous right now because it's a first-time customer. And the first-time customers, you never know what to expect. I mean, no matter what, we're definitely confident in the work we do. It's just that he never saw the vehicle yet, That's one, makes you a little bit jittery. And didn't know what kind of wheels we were putting on.
He'll take his shirt off his back for you. Talk about a trooper, a soldier, he'll cut his arm for me.
We met when I was in 10th grade. And you know what? He hasn't changed since. I swear to God. He was just a face then that he is now, But love him, gotta love him. You gotta love him.
I would go with this right here, this color suede in the center, and then maybe have this all wooded, do the yellow marble. Yeah. And then, of course, Remy could build you an L system, you know what I'm saying? So you have like a little system going on with that.
There's no room back there, but look.
No, that's not a problem. I mean, we've done Ferraris.
You want vinyl or suede? Suede?
Yeah, so we're gonna go to 7096, and we're gonna go with that's a DVD player and a radio. And then we can go with a 5-point-inch TV in the front. Like you're saying, where it flips up, you'll have the monitor there. Then you can go with a CD changer.
We put 310s because behind my back seat, it's got the Bose stock system, and it's got a 10-inch subwoofer.
You want 310s?
If you take the Bose.
That's a lot of woofers. I mean, we could do it. The only thing is what I was gonna try. See, I'm gonna tell you this. We're not cheap, we're not expensive, but I'm gonna tell you exactly what you really should go with. But I could tell you everything but the kitchen sink. I don't think you need that. I think you just need 2 woofers. But if you want 3, that's cool. But once you go with the third one, you're gonna have to add another amplifier.
2.
There you go. It's gonna bring the budget up higher. Rims, tires, your interior, audio, video, wood kit, and everything, you're gonna be at 20 cents.
What is it?
20.
20,000? You gotta let me make a phone call. You gotta let me make a phone call.
I can invest 50 cents. That's not a problem. Go ahead, make the phone call and do what you gotta do. You can use my phone too if you want. Once I told him my regular initial number is about 20, I saw his first reaction. I don't think he was ready for that. See what I'm saying? This is all big boy stuff right here. Obviously, that number wasn't what he was thinking, so he really doesn't know Unique Autosport, really. 65 on your interior. He probably just sees it in the magazines and all of that stuff, and he thinks that maybe 5,000, 10,000 could do it. That's not gonna cut it. If you're gonna get this done for 10,000, you're gonna get a $10,000 job.
You get what you pay for.
Absolutely. Oh, my gut feeling is he ain't coming back. If he comes back, I'll be surprised, honestly.
The old design that he had in here wasn't like this. It was a little bit more basic. He didn't have a ported box, so I figured we'd port the box this time, make it sound a lot better for him, and change the design up this way, give it a different look. So it's not the same exact thing as before.
That's that limited edition MB.
What?
You don't want none of this.
Oh, no, no, what?
What's in here? Come on now.
That's my baby right here.
You don't want that. All right.
That is my
Maybe
baby.
just a little bit.
That's what's up right there, man. Just sexy. Real sexy. I like that red, man. See, I woke up this morning, threw the red hat on to St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? So I could drive off in my red Range. Appreciate it, Will. Holla at you. One. Real sexy. I like that red. It's nice.
I think it was a good delivery. It was a great delivery, tell you the truth.
He loved the cars. Hold on, I gotta take this. It's Will. That's Will?
Yeah, let me speak to the chicks.
Yeah.
All right, check this out. Check this out. You're gonna be going back to the house tomorrow morning. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Okay. Reason being? I mean, you don't have to tell me, but
Whatever. Listen to what I'm saying and stop talking, please. What I'm saying is, get his address where his practice facility is right now.
Get the address right now from his cousin.
His cousin is not he's not the one that writes checks. I don't give a
Yeah, well, I understand that, but MB went to the practice facility or wherever he went off. You know what I'm saying? We got the car here on time and checked it out. We did a good delivery. Everything was good until just...
Yo, I don't give a yeah, that's cool. I already know my delivery's gonna be good. I want to get paid for my delivery.
Yo, you want to talk to him or what? Yo. All in all, it was a really good delivery, you know. Customer was definitely happy. It was, as you could see, you know, from his face, his reactions, everything was good. And as usual, you know, everything starts going off up as soon as we talked with Will. Will, we love you, but, you know, we had it handled, baby.
Somebody called the police because we had the truck inside blasting it, and somebody heard it from down the block and called the cops. That's how loud it was.
Yo, if we're leaving here at 5 o'clock, let's rock and roll.
Yeah, we're leaving at 5, but don't
Let's
forget
go,
about
bro.
yesterday.
There's a lot of to get done.
Relax.
Got a lot of work going on.
Annoying.
Willie's going 1,000 miles an hour right now. It's Monday morning. I worked all day yesterday, which is 7 days. I'm completely exhausted, and the guy's going like a million miles an hour, like we had off all weekend. I'm not feeling him right now at all. So he needs to stay away.
The boss is a little cranky today, as you can tell. So we're not gonna bother him at all today.
No, he's got to do 2 checks.
The situation with the extra 5. What are we gonna do? Or are you gonna call him up?
Hello?
Later date.
Yo, hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you very clearly. He's giving you 2 checks, one for today and one post-dated check. And that's what it is.
Right.
You ain't gotta go to no bank. Just go pick up the check. He has the checks there. He's gotta post-date another check. You already know that. I went over it with you yesterday, and that's what it is.
I went, yes, and somebody...
No, me and you went over it yesterday, and that's it. He's gonna post-date a check. You know about this. You shouldn't even be calling me about this right now. Damn, man. Bullshit already, bro. This God, Chicks is a dickhead, man.
Bye, Will. You know, he's got to scream about everything. You know, perfect delivery, customer happy, satisfied. I was ecstatic and, well, Will was in the process of getting his money, you know? And I call up for a question and all of a sudden it's drama. I told you what the hell is going on. I know, but now they trying to change the script now. That's why I gotta do what I gotta do and pick up the phone and call you stupid ass to find out what's going on. Then he gets all up on me, you know, it's bull, but you know, whatever. Comes with the territory. I love you, you crazy bastard.
When you put a rim and tire together, a lot of times the tire sits a little bit lower. So the tire sits in this little valley. So on the bigger wheels, what we have to do is we have to use what's called a bead seater. We fill this up with roughly 100 to 125 pounds of air, which in turn, once the tire is on the rim, to bring it up to seat right in this lip here, we blast it with air, which brings it all the way up. And then we finish filling it up through the valve with the rest of the air to get the right PSI in the tire.
There you go. So everything got mounted right, put on right, tires good to go. Brand new 25-inch rims on a Hummer.
Camera's up and running? Tell me yes, please. No. On the camera?
How many installs does it take to hook up a camera?
There's 2 wires on the camera on this cable, right? There's 3 wires on this.
I tell you one thing, that cup of coffee I just drank, I think I just my pants.
I've been laying under here for 20 minutes. Let me tell you something, bro. If that training gear snaps, my balls are gone. All right, caramba! What are you, crazy? Go ahead, run me over, I don't care.
You got a coffee glass.
You kiss?
No.
Come on, Raul, sometime today.
What are you looking for?
Come on now. You know, every time I send that kid for something, remind me never to send him for anything ever again. Let's go, Raul, please.
Oh my God.
Yo, can somebody pass this meter around that tire?
Frickin' frack over here. Pinky in the brain.
I know he wasn't leaving at 5 o'clock today.
Oh, hell yeah. You got the red hat and everything. Perfect look. Another happy customer, so that's good.
Absolutely.
All right, another day.
Boarding passes and photo ID are required to access the security checkpoint.
We're here in Denver, Colorado at the Pepsi Center where the Denver Nuggets practice. And basically we're dropping off Marcus Camby's H2 Hummer. I mean, they really disrespected the car, violated, tore it all apart. But you know what? It's back to normal and it's a lot better than it was before. I hope you like it. We got this bad boy better than it was before. As you can see, we put the big wheels on it. We put the 25s on there. The strut grill.
See the strut.
You know what I'm saying? All blinged up. We did a couple little things different a little bit in the inside. We had to get it back to normal. You didn't get to see this puppy when they tore it up.
No.
But you only got to see the pictures. They violated my baby. But it's back to normal.
It's frustrating. I had one of my guys go home and check on my house since I'm out here in Denver for the season, and he come back and told me that my H2, my EXT was on bricks. So the first thing I heard that it's like somebody just punched me in my stomach, took all my breath away. Right now I think it's classy, it's sexy, got a lot of chrome on it. It's a good look for me.
Appreciate the business, Marcus, man. I appreciate it, baby. I really appreciate the work.
You know you're my man.
I appreciate the
love my truck. My H2 is the best out there right now. As you can see, like I said, I'm sitting on 100 inches, chrome everywhere, jet black, my trademark color, like all my cars black. So
This is the best H2 I've seen. Definitely the best on this team.